Mr. Grant Montgomery, who will also introduce our keynote speaker today, Connor Mack. Mr. Montgomery.
My name is Grant Montgomery. I'm a teammate to Social Studies senior. It's my honor this morning to introduce one of my current students, a leader in the classroom and outside as well, recipient of the Haynesville School ACE Award, basketball team player, and a student who's run the high honor roll every single quarter of his middle school career. It's my pleasure and honor this morning to introduce Mr. Connor Mack.
Hello. As Mr. Montgomery said, my name is Connor Mack, and I'm an 8th grader here at Ames. I would like to start off by congratulating everyone here, because you've earned your spot. Whether it was through grades, clubs, sports, or a mixture of those things. I also know the real reason you're here is the donuts, and that's why I'm here too. But I'm also here to help you guys out, to give you a little advice for this semester and for the start of 8th grade. One big thing is decision making. And I know it sounds a lot like the annual discipline talks we get, but it's true. You need to think before you act. The teachers are a lot stricter as you get older, and the punishments are a lot harsher. Now, I'm not saying you have to be afraid of doing something you want to do. Just consider whether what you're about to do is worth it. If the pros outweigh the cons, then go for it. But if they don't, you probably shouldn't do it. Doing something as simple as that can keep you out of a lot of bad situations, and it's a good habit to develop. Speaking of good habits, another big thing in 8th grade is studying. Studying for anything big or small is a great habit to get into because it prepares you for high school. There aren't going to be too many easy assignments in 8th grade or high school, and you'll have homework every night from next year and every year after that. So it'll be good to get adjusted to that early and take time each night to study a subject. That way, when you get into high school, it won't be a giant shock. But there is a shock that's inevitable when you enter high school. You're no longer the big dogs on campus. You're going back down to the bottom level because you'll be the youngest. So the thing you have to remember next year is yes, you are the big dogs, but be good dogs too. Still be nice to the younger kids, because in high school, you will be that younger kid. Set a good example and be a model student. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a kiss-up, but don't be an idiot. This may sound like something you would never do. Most of us do it without realizing. We want to be the perfect athlete, or artist, or sibling, or friend. We do it anyway, so why not incorporate it into school? I also realize most of what I've been talking about is what to be sure to do and what to be careful of. But the main thing you have to remember is to have fun. We are all still really young, and I know it may not seem like it. But just think, 3 times our age isn't even 40 years old. This is the time not to be super stressed out. Just relax, have fun, and enjoy yourself. This also means to get involved. You never know how much fun something is going to be unless you try. If you don't have a good time, then you know not to do it next time, but at least you gave it a shot. And more times than not, you are going to enjoy yourself. And taking that chance is better than living worried about what could go wrong instead of what could go right. You can also increase the chance of things to go right by making an effort. Don't let things come to you. Go out and get them. If it's worth having, it takes hard work to achieve. So if you work hard for everything, getting what you want will be second nature. An example of this was last year I tried out for the basketball team, but I didn't make it because I hadn't picked up a basketball in nearly a year. This year though, I was determined not to let that happen again. So I practiced every night that I could, and I made the basketball team. And when it came to cut day, I wasn't worried because I knew with the work I put in, I was going to make it. Let your last year and a half here at Haynes be one you remember in a good way. When you look back on Haynes, you want it to be a good feeling, but you have to make those memories first. This is the place to have fun because you aren't in high school yet, and you don't have to worry about college applications or resumes or anything like that. Enjoy yourself, but be responsible. If you take one thing away from what I've said today, remember what Dr. Seuss said. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where to go. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your day.
Before we conclude